Tamika's head. I just saw him in the corner. Like,
what's good, everybody?
Hey, y'all. Yeah, in the microphone.
Every week. I swear, y'all gonna do some takes on me.
Wait.
And you're gonna get all the clips in when I forget to talk
not being on the microphone?
Of me not being on the microphone. This is every week. Like, I just don't know.
It is.
All right, Rico.
It's true.
Okay, back up singing. Damn.
And all I be doing is sitting here, right? We go like,
Sienna always got her mic like the good teacher.
I mean,
and I'm over here like, hey, y'all. Damn, here's the mic.
It's all good.
I'm trying to get better with mics.
You're doing good.
Oh,
gosh.
Unintended.
Tamika.
I was live, and it was this. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was very good. Shouts out to my son. My son celebrated his 14th birthday. I can't believe I have a 14-year-old, y'all. Like, 14 where, you know? Like, yeah.
Why did you post that video and I'm a fucking mush?
Which one?
No, you about to make me cry.
Of him playing the basketball and stuff? That one?
When you were, no.
What video?
My favorite one. See, I'm really tearing up. I hate this, okay?
What?
And I was drinking. And I'm a loving, emotional drunk.
That's
okay?
good. I'm glad you're not an angry drunk.
No, I'm not. Well,
okay.
tequila.
Okay. Making lots of mental notes.
Yes,
today, guys.
please.
Go ahead.
But it was just one of them. I loved all of them. But one in particular was when you had like those blonde big goddess dreads. Mm-hmm. And he had his dreads. Y'all just looked so fucking cool.
Aww.
And you were DJing and he was in the back like that. I don't know. It's just kind of, like, it just was powerful to me. Like, look, this single mom, she out there doing her RT shit. She DJing. Her son in the back having a good time. He's dancing to the rhythm. It was powerful. Obviously, nobody was watching his son. You brought him to the job with you. That's real woman shit. That's what we do. That's a mother. I got to do what I got to do. I got to make this money, feed my son, and he got to be here with me. You want me to take this gig? Well, my son got to come.
Yeah.
That shit had me tearing up at home.
I was thank you. I've been crying.
Okay, Malcolm.
I've been crying since his birthday, since the day before his birthday, because it's just overwhelming. Yeah. You know, it's really overwhelming.
Come on now. I'm a gangster. I don't do this.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I was feeling. It was really overwhelming. Then I was going through all those old videos of him and stuff. You know, you just so sentimental after a while. And they just grow up so freaking fast, man. Like, it's unbelievable how quickly these children grow.
The season of Capricorn is really serious because even when I was with my girls last night, we just had a brief conversation. It's just like the ending of so many things. It's like the ending of him, that part of being your baby.
Yeah.
He's really a young man.
I know. And it's like...
He's like, is he taller than you?
Been taller than me now.
Like, that's a lot.
Malcolm been taller than me. He's like, it's like, you know, we're on a plane together. We still, like, because he went down to his dad. Shouts out to Dad. Appreciate you,
shout
Dad.
out to Dad.
And we're down there together, like, on the plane. And I could, like, rest my head on his shoulder now. It's so sweet. Like, I love him.
It's just...
He's 14. He's way bigger than me now.
No, he's a giant, already. But he's still a teenager.
Yeah, he's a kid.
So,
like, I still have to tell him to do everything. Right.
So you look at this big guy, and he's like a gentle giant. It's
so funny to me because
beautiful.
People always are like, yo, how old is your son? Like 17, 6. I'm like, bro, what? He's 14 years old. Like, exactly.
He's a tall baby face.
He's just tall. And the crazier thing, he plays, get the hell out of here.
Don't play well like that.
Don't do that.
She gonna slap you over. That's her baby.
No, I mean, I get it. I really do. Yeah. And the thing about it is, like, since he plays basketball, he's like not short, but you know, he has teammates that are his age he has a friend that's 6'5", he has a friend that's 6'8". Yeah. They're 14.
Malcolm ain't stopped yet. Yeah. They go to 21.
I know.
And the rate he's going.
I know.
Oh my God.
But you know, these kids are 13, 14 years old and they're 6'5". Yeah. So what can you do? They still look like babies in the face, but if you see them walking, and that's a scary thing for a mother too. Yes. I can't front. Yes. That's something about it, because just how you say that, like, oh, he grown or whatever. You know, he's a kid. You have confrontations or you say something to somebody and somebody think that you an adult. Right, exactly. And you're 13. You know what I'm saying? Well, now 14. So it's just, those things make me nervous in terms of, like, people, adults, in the streets, the law, exactly.
All of that. They're just looking at this kid is bigger
exactly,
than me.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's the
like
kid.
Trayvon Martin, it's a tall kid.
It's all of them. You know what I mean? I've definitely seen, like, older men going up against a kid, even though they're bigger because of some ego stuff or whatever. Yeah. That's not a good look either. Right. And then on top of that, you have to deal with law enforcement. So, yeah.
Yes, but...
So it's not happening.
About your son getting bigger and taller and older, and he's so handsome.
Thanks.
How do you feel? Because you know, the girls be having a time. How is that working out as a mom with your son? Because he's a catch.
Yeah.
Even though he's still young and he doesn't even probably know he's a catch yet.
He does. He's a Leo. You know, he's a Leo. Yeah, so he knows in his mind, like, whatever y'all want. Like, he's always exactly. He's always been like that. This is why, not to say my son, but I could never date Leo men. Like, they're a little...
I know it's hard.
They're a little much for me. And my son is a Leo, and I love him to death, but he's a little much for me sometimes.
You know what? They hold you to the standard sometimes that you just can't. It's like, well, your standard for me is not my standard for me.
They're very judgy, you know.
Oh, they're so judgy. Oh, my gosh.
But it's girls around. They're coming to, like, it's one girl. She comes. It was two girls that come to the house together.
Yeah.
But it's like, and I don't want to be funny like this. No. Here's what's happening. I'm about to tell you because I remember being a young girl. I know exactly what's happening.
To my mother's house.
The one that he likes and she likes him is standing down in front of the house. The one that's the friend is ringing the doorbell. She's not afraid. Like the friend, the friend don't feel no fear because she whatever. I'm
about to go to his house.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You want me to ring the bell? Like I've been the friend and I've been the other friend too. That's like scared and the friend. Like
for sure.
I've been on both sides of that, so I understand what's going on there. So
for sure.
I already knew it wasn't the girl that was ringing the bell. I knew it was the one that was down there that really. And she's cute little brown thing. So.
Don't we like that when they're cute?
Yeah, it's better.
I mean, listen, let's be for real.
You always looking at that like
this
she best be.
Yeah, this is shallow. This is our shallow pod. This is a part of our shallow pod right here. Every mother wants their son to be with a cute girl.
Of course.
We just
exactly.
My mother said that to me.
My grandmother used to say that to us.
And my dad. He's like, no, bring me no ugly grandchildren. I'm like,
you gotta think. My grandmother
how about healthy, Dad?
My grandmother used to say all the time, you gotta think about your kids. Think about your children. It's true. Think about it.
Grandma.
For real.
Go ahead, Grandma.
She's right.
I mean, listen, stop playing like these aren't the things that we think of. We do it shallow as it is. Okay? Shout out to being real with your shallowness because a lot of people are shallow. On the low, you may not spew that out, on other people or whatever, but inside, you be
it's just like, things that you don't want your kid to have to live with. Like, if you looking at a person and you don't particularly like it, it's always a chance that the kid might get it. So you gotta be mindful of that. It's like,
your gene son will not mix with her gene.
You just never know. You never ever know. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep all of those things in mind. You gotta look at the rest of the family.
For sure.
How are the women built? You know what I'm saying? How do they age? What's going on? Like,
why everybody's sick in his family?
It's a whole bunch of different things. Yeah. It's a whole host of things we got to really think about.
You know what? I told my daughter that too. I'm like, listen, when you choose your guy, and thank God the guy she's with, but look at his parents.
Yeah.
You got to understand, if you're going to procreate, and there's no pun intended, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. Here I am again. Not worried about people's feelings, but look at the mother and the father because those are going to be the grandparents. And if they're drug addicts, they're not going to be able to help you. Because people, grandmas is on drugs.
It's true.
So you don't want your child's grandmother to be a drug addict because ultimately you're going to need some help. It takes a village and you're going to want grandma to help with your kid when you got to step out. And that's a fact.
And grandmas don't be helping, honey.
And grandmas do not be helping. And shout out to my mom because she does.
Yeah, shout out to my mom.
Yeah, they're grandmothers. Like she's like a real grandma. Yeah, but I want to procreate with someone's mother who is kind of like my mom in that way.
They want to be a part. They want to be, active in the child's life. Yes, that would be great.
My mother will call in a minute like, Seth has not called me in 2 weeks, and I love that. And I get on, why you ain't call your grandmother? Mm-hmm. Call your grandma. She thinks about you. Go call your grandma. That's so rude. Oh my gosh. Go call my mother. And I'll say it like that. Don't be not calling my mother.
But how do you have like a whole grandchild in the world and you just don't see about them?
It's people.
Oh, I know it's people. Like I'm saying it out loud because it's true, but it's just interesting to me. Like, how do you just? Because
usually the grandparents, that's their do-over is their grandkids.
Yeah.
That's where if they might not admit it to you that they fucked up in certain areas. Mm-hmm. How they say they sorry is by
with the grandkids.
Saying, why you say that to him? Like, Ma, you would have said the same.
You slapped me upside my head. You slapped me upside my head a million times.
And you calling me like, why didn't you let him do that?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't hit him. Like
you fucked me up.
Anytime. Ah!
Remember that time you ain't let me go to school because I had that welt?
Right.
No, I'm just saying, like, right. But I appreciate it though. Because I love anyone that loves my kid, even like, and I'm good with that. Like, all right, that's fine. If this is your do-over, that's fine. They reap all the beautiful benefits. So yeah. So like, what's this weekend? I actually went to a girlfriend's house and we
I saw your pictures. They look really cute.
It was cool. It was a house shindig. Mm-hmm. Much needed. I felt myself kind of, I don't want to say breaking down, but I felt myself with like this disconnect from the world because it's hard for me not to like travel and get outside of Jersey. Like it's a must for me to get outside of Jersey. Girl. So shout out to everybody that's we're putting together this Puerto Rico trip. Some people bought their tickets already. I'm going to tell you the dates because I really need you there.
All right.
You know, I think it'd be great. And
I love Puerto Rico, too.
I know you do. You said that. And literally, my ticket with insurance on United was $96. And it's still like that. Nice. So, yeah, we booked the tickets. Maybe you should think about it, Rico, with your girl. But we
when is it?
October 12th to the 15th.
I feel like I have
something going on.
No, I have, like college friends. I think they're trying to, I don't think it's then. Maybe theirs is like November. Or something. I gotta find their dates too, because they're trying to put together a thing for everybody to get together too. So,
well, let me know.
No, I could do both.
And it's somebody that's coming that's only gonna be able to stay from the 12th to the 14th. Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
If anybody's interested, has positive energy, has something to offer a group that doesn't have a jealous boyfriend or a jealous girlfriend, because you're not invited. Oh my gosh. You're not invited.
Are people bringing like couples? Are they doing that thing?
I'd rather not. So far, no. We have 8 people going. We're
all singles?
All singles.
Good.
All singles.
I don't know about that couple. Like, I don't know. That couple thing is weird to me.
It's weird when we go on a trip like this because, listen, I've been away on a vacation with a girl that was, her husband was kind of beefing. Mm. He wasn't on the trip, but still, the energy he was on the trip.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh my God, this motherfucker. And it's like, dude, I did not go to work and do this for this.
Exactly.
Get your shit in order.
And then imagine that like on the trip though too. You know what I'm saying? Like they're there together and then also beefing or like, I don't know. I feel like I guess if you go do that with like if you're a couple, you just go off by yourself and then let the singles do whatever they're gonna do.
Sure.
Like just don't, you know what I mean? Maybe a few little things like, oh, this is cute with them. Haha. Okay, we're gonna go do this. See y'all later. You know what I mean? Like, that, in that case, I guess couples are okay, but because just stay away.
Absolutely. I'm with you, babe.
I'm sorry.
Go
away.
Let me tell you something. So we're going to talk the raw truth right now, right? There's a lot of females that are in relationships that are very intimidated when a man is around attractive women. There's a bunch of attractive women coming on this trip.
Wow.
They're attractive.
They're
confident.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't bring your dude.
Don't nobody want no type of issues.
Don't bring your insecure
Enjoy yourself.
Nah, because I'm not dimming my shine for nobody.
No, exactly.
I don't get to go on vacation all the time. I'm a hard worker. I work a 9 to 5. I'm a mother. Yeah. I got other side gigs and shit like that going on. I'm a very busy person. So when I have the time to enjoy myself, that's what I'm going to do. And if I want to wear my booty shorts with a little bit of booty cheek hanging out of it, that's what I'm going to do. And
nobody want to have to feel like, I can't wear this because somebody's man is on a trip or whatever. Like,
No. I don't mind the strangers in Puerto Rico looking at half my booty cheek hanging out. I'm fine with that. Right. And that's why I'm out there.
I like to turn up on vacation.
Listen. Exactly. I'm not Tamika on vacation. I'm in Rodeo.
Oh, Rodeo.
I'm Rodeo.
Not Rodeo, Tamika.
Girl,
look at his face. Not rodeo, but Rodeo. Right.
Okay? So I don't need your man cock blocking my session.
Exactly.
When I'm just trying to do me and be the person, be my alter ego. I can't.
Stop it. Stop that.
And be my alter ego, because I can't, because I'm usually very respectful around people's husbands and men. You know what I'm saying? So you try to like.
But you're on vacation. Like,
I'm on fucking vacation. I might want to have my titties out.
I mean, yeah. So back up. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think they should come. Just don't be on vacation. So far, no. Like, just don't.
Okay, so I might as well put it out there. Listen, I do have one guy that's so dope. He supports my show, and he's
in a relationship though.
He's in a relationship. I feel like he has a pretty cool wife. Like she's one of those cool souls that'll come and chill and be like, hey girl, we're trying to go.
Y'all look cute, right?
Bring her. Right. Bring her. Right. She's fine.
She's cool.
It ain't even about us trying to hook up with each other. What was that?
Like, we gotta go? Like, get out.
That's your birth?
Is it?
Your girl's birth control?
The sirens on your phone too?
Oh, that means go take it.
Oh
I hear you, baby.
gosh.
So your pull-out game ain't gotta be weak. Boop, boop, ting.
Oh my gosh. I haven't been in a relationship to have unprotected sex and that you nutting in me like
I want
in
that so bad.
years.
I
Like,
want
oh
unprotected
my
sex with a man
god.
nutting in me.
I mean, it's ideal.
Yeah. It's been so
It
long.
is ideal, right? It is what you naturally
Yeah, like
want.
I love that. Like the object, like listen, we're going there. I put a post up that says, semen, sperm does not belong in a blanket. It belongs inside of a vagina.
Yeah.
And it's something, it's the connect. I don't know. Listen, it's been so long because
That's what I'm saying.
I want to have raw sex, and you can't trust people.
No.
You just can't.
No.
So I'd rather have raw sex where, when we are.
This is the only reason people want relationships. I feel this is
I need a relationship.
This is
so I
why.
get raw sex.
This is a major reason why I want a relationship.
So you get raw sex,
exactly.
right?
So we
And you
can
can
just be
ejaculate
like,
you.
let's just do this.
Let's do this.
Here, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Me and you, boom.
Boom, baby.
At the same time, somebody just sent me some shit about some group shit, some orgies like swinger shit in the
Swingers?
city. Yeah. You see me, right? At the same time, I'm saying like I just want one person. Somebody just sent me that shit. And I'm like, damn. Maybe
Right.
next week. I'm on my period.
Girl, ain't no running red lights.
No.
We're not doing that.
I don't have that.
What?
No, I don't. Definitely not Chanel. I think Chanel is a really corny name. Like, it's very cliche.
What, Sienna Chanel?
No, Sienna Chanel goes very well together.
Yeah.
I think my mom did a good job, but Chanel is just not, like, if I have to pick Sienna or Chanel, it's always going to be Sienna.
Oh, Sienna's
You know what I mean?
It's definitely Sienna.
To me, that's more like some
Definitely
type of
Sienna.
character. I don't have no alter ego. I'm pretty much always like this. If
Yeah.
you see that, if
You
you,
just wear many hats.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Let me
I
ask you.
guess so.
With the damn, I had something good to fucking say.
To me,
All the time I smoke marijuana. And you know what's happening? When I was on quarantine, I've smoked like more marijuana than I usually would
we
smoke.
all did, girl. I think everybody
I
did,
was like
right?
fucking
Upped
pothead
it.
Stoner City. The fuck?
That's why my eyes are barely open
Oh.
all the time.
Have you ever? Okay, so I refuse to get my tubes tied right now because that's my divine feminine. I'm still at this age able to procreate. My eggs are still popping, and they're still popping. Yeah, and the women in my family, the women that are in my family. A lot of them had babies at an older age because they were career-oriented women and go-getters and. But have you ever taken, because I love, when I'm connected to my man, I love for him to come inside of me. Yeah. But have you ever taken a plan B? Because I always have a plan B on deck. Pop that right in afterwards, because I don't like birth control. It fucks me up.
Well, okay. Birth control, the only birth control that ever worked for me was the NuvaRing.
Oh, you fertile.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm very fertile.
You like the Hispanic, like a Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Like,
them chicks have babies like puppies,
I'm
girl.
trying to tell you, okay?
Yes.
We ain't not going to get into my whole life story
Okay, baby.
to tell you how fertile I am,
Right.
okay?
Fertile myrtle.
Right. But,
Eggs popping.
yes. So the NuvaRing was the only thing that I actually liked.
And it didn't have an adverse effect because I had that one time and it fucked me up.
That was the only thing that I actually liked. It was so good to the fact, NuvaRing, if going on vacation, you know what you could do? You just pop another one right in and you don't get your cycle for the week.
Oh, you don't get your cycle with the
Girl,
NuvaRing.
so you keep the NuvaRing in. It's like a little plasticky ring or whatever. You stick it up there.
The gynecologist puts it in, or do you put the NuvaRing
you put
in your
it
vagina?
in. You put it in.
Oh, you put it in.
Yeah, it's like a little
I didn't have the NuvaRing then. I had the
like an IUD thing?
That's what I
No.
Take that shit out.
My gynecologist at the time was like, don't do the IUD.
It's horrible.
And she put me on the NuvaRing.
Okay.
So the NuvaRing is like a little whatever, like smushy circle thing, and you stick it up there. My partner at the time never felt it. We had unprotected sex. This was my boyfriend. We were together, living together at the time, and you keep it in for 3 weeks. You take it out for 1 week.
Yeah.
You get your cycle during that 1 week.
You were able
do
to
again.
get it after sex. It didn't go too far.
No.
Go in your vagina and just
you
pull
feel
it out. Really?
Yep. And then if you say 3 weeks and then this week is the vacation.
Yeah.
So when the week that you're supposed to have your cycle, you take another NuvaRing and you put it there.
Oh.
Instead, you don't get your cycle for the week.
You had
and
no
then when you
adverse
take
effects. Your period was still coming on time?
every time.
Really?
Yep.
Girl, you got great ovaries and eggs and everything.
That's the only time.
Shout out to your ancestors.
Word, I appreciate that part. Yeah. But like in terms of I never liked the pill. That didn't do well for me.
The pill gave me acne and got me fat as hell.
Yeah, I just had super like soreness.
But my boobs were beautiful.
Yeah, but I just had really soreness.
Yeah, they were.
Especially if I like. I can't remember that pill shit. The NuvaRing I can remember because I know I'm supposed to get my cycle once a month.
Right.
So I could always remember like, okay, this week, boom. But like, nah, not that pill. I always forgot that stupid shit.
I haven't used a contraceptive as far as like a birth control contraceptive. Well, I'm not active, for however long now, goddamn. But I haven't used a contraceptive in so long. And I'm just like, that's why my next partner, my divine partner, we gotta have an understanding because I don't want fucking condom sex, yo.
No.
I don't. It's
a whole nother vibe.
It's a whole nother vibe. Yeah, I need raw. I need raw sex. I need raw dick. I mean, like, listen. If I'm with someone and I have, in the beginning, you usually have like the condom sex.
Yeah, you have to.
But then eventually, it's the raw sex, and I need that. And I don't want you to pull out.
How long? Do you guys wait? Do you wait or have you like?
I
think
had sex with one guy
depends.
for 2 years and never had unprotected sex with them.
That's like my partner that I've been with for some time. That's how we've been. We've been very careful, and I appreciate that.
But my baby father, we was nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is gonna sound crazy. Everybody know that we're spiritual and all this other shit. But I just feel intuitively, and I don't get that all the time because I've had more sex I've had more sex protected than I've ever had unprotected because I'm a fucking hypochondriac. Yeah. I think that everybody's trying to give me a fucking disease.
It's better to be a hypochondriac when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
be
trust
overly
niggas.
Protective.
Yeah. They're just, I've heard too many stories and seen too many things where I'm like, I'm responsible for my vagina and what I can get. Just as well as if the man knows he has something, and if I don't know, it doesn't matter because I am responsible.
You gotta be
for protecting
responsible,
myself.
Exactly.
Yes, but what was I saying? What was I trying to segue into?
You were talking about your baby father and y'all.
We were kind of
nasty.
Like he was so damn dope at that time, and that experience in my life. When we met, we talked on the phone for hours, blah blah blah. But I think the third day. Not the day, I'm lying, because we were talking for months. But the third time, which was weeks in between.
I get it.
We were both scared, but we just was like,
just do it.
All right, fuck it. All right, here we go. Shit.
All right, we here now.
We're gonna pray on it.
We here now.
I'm praying the motherfucker, and thank God. But yeah, I did. Do you ever thank the universe, thank God, thank the Almighty? Because if you really think about it, and to everybody out there, you done slipped up before, motherfuckers.
Of course.
And did you ever slip up and go home and be scared as fuck? Yes. Like, oh my God.
We talked about this on here before. Yes, we did. I've had, listen.
You go take that test and you sitting there, you just sweating.
And that's why you have to be overprotective about this shit because that feeling right there, I don't like that feeling. I never ever. I like going in there, getting the test, and I feel like I'm good. Like, generally speaking, I know that I'm well. And if it's not, it wasn't no fault of mine, goddamn it. Like, I wasn't.
I'm good. Here go my paperwork.
Right. I was fine. Like, I didn't do anything. So, you gotta check.
Negative.
Right, exactly.
Negative. Motherfucker, what you been doing?
Exactly.
You nasty bitch.
Exactly.
Okay?
Like, that's the difference.
Yeah,
that's the difference. It don't matter.
Well, go to the doctors.
Take care of
A
yourself.
lot of black men don't like going to the doctors. Go get your dick checked out. And if you don't have if you don't have like a urologist or somebody that you could go to, Planned Parenthood, hit me up. Listen, you know what's funny? Boop, boop, and I would never say any names because I would lose my career. It's about 3 people that go to the urologist that I go to, and I've seen y'all in there. I would never say anything because the group that I work for is about 120 doctors. So you would never know. Some doctors I've never met don't know or whatever because I do finances directly for a certain practice. But I see names come up. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Erectile dysfunction like a motherfucker. That's all. It's like, no, I'm playing. Ironically, erectile dysfunction is your biggest fear?
Wow.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
No, you know what was one of I'm not going to say mine. It's too shallow. One of them. I have fear, but one of my biggest fears is, gosh darn it. Should I say it? Fuck it. One of my biggest fears is being obese.
Oh, well, yeah. I have that too, though.
I just don't want to be obese. And I'm going to post a picture up. I'm going to look for it of when I was my heaviest. And naturally in my family, everybody's pretty petite, athletic type shapes. My brother's kids, for some reason, they're pretty fluffy. And I think it's from the mother's side. However, I really don't have obese people in my family. I remember my dad would always tell me, like, Tamika, you're going to be like your mother. You're never going to gain weight. Now, my mother really doesn't. But when I saw myself get almost to 200 pounds, I was depressed and I was going through a lot of stuff. I never thought that my body was capable of getting that big. I just didn't think it would go that big far. And I keep that picture with my cousin's wife as a reminder of I did that work. I lost that weight on my own. I worked for it. And also, don't get it twisted. You could get there. Don't get too comfortable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it on a group or something. Post it in a Pink Elephant. Do like a before and after. But you don't get it twisted, baby. But that's I don't know. Is that a shallow fear?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I think that you just have an idea of what you want your life to be like, and you know how you personally feel comfortable.
Yeah.
That's
the thing. Because when I gained weight, I really didn't feel comfortable in my skin, and it wasn't even so much how it's projected outside because I still got guys trying to talk to me. Everybody was like, girl, you look good with that weight. But it was me.
It's you.
It's like I'm walking up the steps and I'm out of breath. That didn't happen before.
That's the key to it all. You know, Tamika, we always talk about like body image stuff or whatever. Yeah. And that's a big deal for me all the time. It's like not being considered too skinny or slim or whatever. But I have a fear as well of being obese because I have so many obese people in my family. Yeah. Like I have women that are over 200, 300, 400 pounds in my family. Like connected. I see you every day type of vibe. So like, nah, I don't care how people feel about that type of thing anymore. Yeah. I have a fear. It sounds weird. I feel like I have a fear of falling on my teeth.
That's
like
so
falling
good that you said
like,
that.
Like hitting my teeth to like break them or something. Like that's a fear. That's a big ass fear of mine. And a friend of mine, her brother, that happened to him. He was at work and fell on like a thing and fell and cracked all these. That's a big ass fear of mine. That's a fear because I know that motherfucker's gonna hurt. Like
those nerves inside,
like a bitch, and then your shit is shattered. On top of that, like oh god, I'm gonna just be like like
people don't realize that
that's a fear.
Absolutely, they don't realize that they have nerves in their gums, but they also have inside of their teeth. Yeah, that's why when you drink certain things cold, you don't feel it in your gums, you feel it in your tooth.
In your teeth.
Have you ever had a dream that you lost your teeth?
Yeah.
You know that they said that means death.
So it's so funny because I have heard that it's about death, and then. For a few times, every time I had that, somebody was pregnant.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it was
smart.
Anxiety too, but I think that the 2 or 3 times that I've had it, somebody was pregnant though. I think I was pregnant one of the times.
So maybe it was birth, life, anxiety. Because
one of them times, right? No, it was my son, I think. No. Oh, and I did lose it, but I mean, another time somebody else was pregnant. Like,
did you have vaginal birth?
Yes.
You did? Mm-hmm. How did you feel about that?
Outer worldly, if that makes any sense. It was good.
Magic?
Yeah, it was.
Fucking amazing, man.
It's not something I would never do again. That's all. It was like I could do this again. It didn't feel like that.
I wish I had 10 babies. Like I wish I was in a predicament or in a place in my life where I could have at least had 5 kids.
Yeah.
To make my legacy, I mean, well, not my legacy, but my name, my DNA, my genetics, my family's last name, all of that. I really, if I would have done it all over again, I would have been smarter and I would have had at least 5. When I go to my girlfriend's houses, that mothers had like all these kids.
The family is fun, right?
Oh, it's so much fun.
The family is fun. That's the only thing I do.
I have a small family.
That's the thing I do regret about it too, is like just the family. And that's why I'm happy that my son goes with his dad so often, because his dad is like the baby of 10. So it's a lot of them. It's a lot of cousins, a lot of, you know what I mean? So I'm glad, I'm glad that he has all of those cousins, all those uncles and aunts and stuff. Because my family is small too.
My family's small.
Yeah, especially like my mom and them side. My dad's side is bigger, but my mom is like...
Siblings, we don't have like a lot of kids. I have 7, 8 of us in all. And we all have like 1, 2.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's like, damn, back in the days, women were having babies, man. When you hear somebody's last name, like, shout out to the Mumfords. If you ever heard of the Mumfords.
Babies so goddamn expensive.
They are expensive.
They expensive. If I had money, I would have had a bunch of babies too. But like,
that's the only thing that stopped me from having more babies.
How do you have babies and you don't have no? I mean, I see it all the time. I know a lot of families that don't have. Exactly.
I don't want to raise.
That's the thing. I don't want to just keep having babies and then we don't have anything. And then you know what I mean. That's amazing if somebody makes something out of themselves out of the whole thing. And now we got this wonderful story about how we came up out of this and it was like 8 of us in this one house. Like that's what's up. But I don't want to live that part of it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't either. Listen, my son goes to private school. I can't afford 5 other kids' private schools, and I would want them all to have.
That's what I'm saying.
He goes to a musical private school, so they're able to be free and roam the hallways when they finish work. They don't have to be. It's not as structured as. They follow their own rules. So it's really like when I was growing up watching Fame. And the kids on recess, they might be in a piano room or a clarinet room. And I like that I can afford that. And sometimes that can be a struggle depending on the month or the day or the time of the bills. But I would want to afford that for all my children if I had 3 more or something. And I can't. At this moment, it's there though. But not right now.
Right.
And by the time I achieve it, I don't know, are my eggs going to be popping?
Girl. My eggs are over easy.
You fertile myrtle.
They over easy, girl. They on simmer. They've been on simmer for a long time.
I'm in my 40s and my eggs are still going, but the clock is ticking like, bitch.
I mean, I guess, you know what I mean? I haven't been pregnant since I was 14. Like, I haven't been pregnant. So I don't.
Oh, you haven't been pregnant?
Not since then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, everything is normal. Like, everything's still going how it's always gone. I've never had any differences.
If you were to have a baby,
the doctor doesn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? But
if you were to get pregnant, that would be my baby.
I haven't had any more children. You know what I'm saying? So how would I don't.
Yeah. And it's crazy. Do you ever... Okay, so I don't get really...
We'll have a girls' retreat one day, and we'll all have to sit and have real conversations because we can't put all your information out in the world. You just can't.
We can't. You have to keep something sacred. You do. Or amongst each other as women, just like men should have a safe place amongst men. Because sometimes you can explain something, and if someone doesn't understand, and you're a male, you might think it's shallow or it's evil. And it's like, no, it's just a woman thing. Just like men have things that's just a man thing. And it's not always for us to understand.
Exactly.
It's for fucking men.
Exactly.
And this is for fucking women.
This is for women.
Yeah, and it's just not for you to understand or even be let into this woman's club. It's for us to get it.
Understood.
This retreat in the wintertime is going to be great. It's going to be a lot of it. And I really want you to be a part of it. Like your college girls, all of that. I really want to be... I want you to be a part of the planning and bringing people. I want you to be in it because it's a vision and it's beautiful. And I'm not asking you. Find out about your vacation because you got to come to Puerto Rico. I'm tipsy, by the way.
Are you?
Yeah, this is on an empty stomach.
Oh, that's why.
Empty. Yeah. And I'm a lightweight. So I've had a little effing vodka. Look.
Effing vodka.
And 50 Cent. I don't know why I'm doing this for you. Because we usually, as you can see, we rip the packaging off. Well, no, I'm fucked up right now. We rip the...
Sorry.
We rip the labels off because we don't advertise for free. And another thing about advertising.
And another thing. Right.
I'm about to. I want y'all to get out my inbox about promoting y'all stuff. And either A, you're not asking me, how do I go about getting my things promoted? Because it's a cost. Because usually everybody that I promote, they get business behind that. Okay?
How about they just don't post shit on your page randomly? Like, that's what people do to me. They
don't you dare.
Just come to my page and post their stuff like, she got a network. Let me post my shit on her page.
Delete.
You know what I mean? Like,
goodbye. This is my platform. And if you want to promote something on it, you have to inbox me and say, hey, queen, sis, whatever you want to call me. You know, be careful. But how do I go about promoting this? And then I'll either say, this is the fee. This is this. Also, people are always saying how they want to get up on the show. Understand this. When we ask you to be on the show, that's for free. When you're coming and you're interested in being on the show, that's a cost because we're promoting you. You're getting it edited. You're able to use this information to promote your own self. Yeah. We're promoting you as well. After we promote you on the show, we're going to continue to promote you for about a month. Do you think that goes for free? Our platform, we're building it. It doesn't. And our fee is not that high. So when you come into our inbox and you have to ask, how do I go about getting on your show because I wrote a book? After that, What is the fee? And then I will tell you. Don't think you're going to come to me for free. We work hard for this. You don't even understand what our real background is because we never even really talked about that.
No, never.
Okay? Do you know that Sienna was a model? Do you know that Sienna worked behind America's Got Talent? Do you know that Sienna had real conversations with Nick Cannon? Do you know that I was behind the scenes? Do you know that I used to throw events for Bad Boy? Do you know that I was in an article? Do you know that I styled Prodigy, Justina Valentine, fucking wilding out? Do you know that I don't have to do that and say these things for you to like me more and where my background is? But what I'm going to tell you is we put that fucking work in. So if you think you're just going to come up on here for free, that's not how this works. And if I support Black businesses, and you know that, so you will support me if you want to be on this platform. And by the way, our platform is popping. Also, it's Black-owned. Louis is attached to Arsenal. That's one of his best friends who is on URL, who has a big fucking file. Stop playing with us. Black-owned excellence. So if you want to come up here, it's going to be a cost, and we're not even charging a whole lot. So if you want to be a part of the winning team, it's going to cost you a little bit of money. Stop coming to me like, I just love y'all to death and I'm doing shit for free. No.
Bloop. That was
the
it.
neck rolls and the eyes.
I don't have to say anything, right? But I'm the aggressive one. No, I'm fucking with you.
I'm aggressive too. No, when I get in my certain bags, y'all bring Rashida out of me. And Rashida, she's here right
I'm fucking with y'all.
No, don't. No,
Rodeo.
Pink Elephant.
And Pink Elephant.
And Pink Elephant. It's 5 of us. And she comes out. So right now, y'all talking to Rashida. Don't come in our shit.
That's my cousin Rashida. Yes. I always say that. Every time you say it. My cousin Rashida.
Please don't come in our shit asking for shit for free unless you have something to offer. Hey, I can edit this thing for you guys if you do it for me. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll wash one hand with the other. However, don't come in there like, yo, I want to promote my movie. Okay, so this is the package that we offer.
Yeah.
How long would you like to be promoted? Maybe I could cross-promote you and talk to other podcasters who views are popping, ask them to shout you out. Maybe I could do some shit behind the scenes for you. But don't come to me asking for things for free. So do you want to shout some of your people out? Because they want to get shout out. So holla at them. What they got to say over there?
They were talking about stuff a long time ago. I don't know what people are saying now. Oh, they were talking about good family values clears past generational karma, plus prevents future toxic karma. That was Tawa. What's good?
What's good, Tawa?
John, what's up? And Stanley Ipkiss, how are you?
Stanley's a dope producer.
Is he? Oh, yeah, he's worked with Gail a lot. Yeah, they have dope work.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Stanley, they were doing a beat battle because beats are freaking sick. I don't know if it's somebody in Miami. He was like the first runner-up, which he should have been the winner.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes when people know people behind the scenes, it's a bias. But you're Essex County winner, baby. We love you. And over here, let me get up because y'all a little far away. Want to give a big shout out to Rock Bird. He said, baby Rashida. Oh, my baby. Dana Woods Monique. Let me tell you something about Dana Woods Monique. That is my baby. Okay? She's like my baby sister. And she's having a baby. And she said, you look so pretty. You always look pretty. And then, Kay Rica. Do you speak Spanish, Rica? How nice. Oh, and then he said, mira mi flora. He calls me Flora. So me.
Is that like a flower or something?
Yeah.
Is it?
Okay, and
I don't know any Spanish. Sorry.
Oh, John Jones wanted to. John Jones, are we missing everything so I can tell Rico?
Oh my gosh.
Black people who don't drink because they do have alcoholics in your family. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But shout out to you.
Word, son.
Yeah, but you're in good spirits right now?
No, I'm in great. I'm just tired. I'm tired. Again, I don't think we always have to say everything, but my period just started. I'm tired. I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't always feel like we have to explain, you know what I mean?
Don't.
When we ask. No, I am. I'm perfect. I feel fine.
Yeah.
I'm just not turned up.
Me too. Yeah. I had some crazy calls this weekend and everything. And but for the most part, I was around some really great people. And growth, right? Someone's touching that. When you realize your growth. I was in some situations where you could pick up like negative energy, even if it's not projected towards you. But I absorbed that shit and I didn't. I peeped something and I kept, instead of saying, oh God, I really was here. Even though all I was here. And I want to say shout out to myself because we don't shout our own self and give ourselves credit. We're our own worst critic. Yeah. But we don't give ourselves the praises that we deserve. And I want to say shout out to myself because the work that I'm putting in on myself, and listen, I'm still a work in progress. Don't get it twisted. But I love when I see that I've overcome some barriers and and I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck. I was in my zone. And before I would have cared. Like, is she okay? Did she say, because she said my shit? I didn't. So shout out to us for growing.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think I feel like that too about myself and my energy and my vibe. Like, sometimes I don't try to match vibes, but I feel like people feel comfortable when you do.
Yeah.
Like they want you to be like, if they're like, they want you to be like, and I'm not really like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like that when I'm like that. And then if I'm not, then, I'm normally very like laid back, like way back. So yeah, I'm learning to grow and accept my laid back self and understand that, yeah, I could be like super low-eyed, sexy girl when I want to talk to people. If that's who I am, like, do it.
Super reserved.
Yeah.
Super, I don't have a lot to talk about right now.
Yeah.
Super, I just don't feel like being around people and it's okay.
I mean, all of those things.
I think when people understand themselves, they're able to understand people more and accept them. Mm-hmm. When you don't understand yourself, you only see yourself see things through one glass, through one mirror, through one eye. You know what I'm saying? And it's just yours. You're going to always have a problem with everybody in life because you don't even understand yourself fully. You yourself have, it's not one thing. It's not one being. Mm-mm. You have different variables. There's different things attached to you, your personality. We go up, we go down. Mm-hmm. So how dare you think that someone is just one way that you think they
all the time. I'll say that's an interesting thing with meeting people that have an idea about you through social media or something like that. That's definitely a thing that they believe that you're supposed to be however they see you on the show that day. They believe that is how you should be when you interact with them or when we're talking or whatever. Right. And sometimes I am like, the conversation. If I'm passionate about it, I'm passionate. For sure. If I'm, reserved and chilling, I am. And I'm grateful for what you just said, that we have variables to us because there has to be times where I'm able to be quiet. There has to be times where I'm able to be turned up, where I'm maybe sad, maybe I'm excited. Like that's emotion. That's a person. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like nobody is just one speed all the time. So
and if they are, that's scary.
Yes, it's kind of odd if they never change that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like a monotone, same thing all the time. That's really odd.
Oh, that. So funny you said that. I disconnected from somebody that is very monotone, very kind of one way, and they see things through, to me, at that time, I don't know if they're wrong, because I think they're on a journey as well. They see things through one way. I'm a very, most of the time, I feel like high energetic person. We good? Oh, we good? Oh, I thought you... Where? Oh,
yeah.
I'm a high energetic person, but I also need my time.
Yeah.
And I get annoyed when people are like, you good? I just feel like something wrong with you. Like, because I'm quiet.
Tamika, that's what Tamika, but
I'm not so all the time.
So for me, I don't know if it's my like resting bitch face or whatever.
I have that,
but people do that and I'm not saying any words. I could just be sitting here and they be like, I mean, but you got an attitude. I'm like,
what? I didn't say any words. I don't.
I didn't say any words. I'm just sitting down quietly, and people, girl, what? That's the story of my life.
I'm so good right now.
I'm totally amazing. I'm so perfect and happy, and everybody's like, "You sure you good?" Because I don't know. Your face is like, I'm like,
my face is great. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know me.
Sorry.
I was chilling with this guy one time, and I was at his crib, and we got silent. I was smoking my weed, and he had his little drink, but it was a whole vibe. And he goes, I go, I'm not being awkward, am I? Because all this shit is new for me. Mm-hmm. And he said, no, it's good to know how to be alone but still together.
Exactly.
Like, I'm feeling your vibe, but we don't got to talk.
We don't have every moment of every second of every day. Like, chill.
Music playing, let's enjoy.
Relax. Exactly.
That was good.
That's something that you want in a partner, man. That you could just be around them. You don't feel like you gotta be like what you said. You good?
I gotta entertain you all day.
But you just look like
my
right
face
now,
is what?
How you put the cup down was like,
what's
you know? I can't.
What's in your mind? Like, I'm just chilling, just a lot of stuff. Like what? I don't want to talk to you about what's in my mind.
Everything all the time.
It's my thoughts.
Yeah.
And I want to keep them in there, in my thoughts, and it's private.
Sometimes.
Yo, why don't you? Sometimes.
You don't appreciate a man trying to get into your head, though, to see what you
I love it. No, I love it.
When we're having conversation, yeah, but it's just not always
randomly just coming out. sometimes I could be thinking about my mom. I was mad at her some shit. I just don't want to talk about it. I'm processing it. So I'm like, I'm good. And you keep pressuring. It's like, dude, now I'm
It
getting
has to be the same. Like, here's the thing. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Like, just like men don't want to be nagged.
Yes.
Or like a
Y'all
thing
ain't
of
being
keep
nagged.
going on and on, but tell me what's wrong, but what's wrong, but what's wrong, but why, but what. Y'all don't like that. We don't like it either.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody likes to be nagged. That's the truth. Like, especially if you don't feel like talking about it at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's only a nag when, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's somebody, like, when you don't want to talk about it. That's the only time it's a nag.
And that's all I'm saying.
Is when you don't feel like fucking talking about it at the moment.
Because
Like,
what
leave me alone.
happens is they think it's just about them, and it's like, dude, I might be back in my childhood right now.
Exactly.
And it's not something I need to talk to you about because guess what? You can't fix it.
Why so, you're so
That's what you
vain.
fix.
Probably thought this song was about you.
You probably, you're so vain.
Look.
You probably think this. Okay, so this show is a whole vibe.
Thanks, guys. The Hunter Kwame over here said the same thing. I love this podcast. Thank you, guys.
Oh.
We love you all, too.
Also, I said, okay. Oh, John was saying I was talking about fears. Okay, yeah, fears. Yeah. I don't know. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
Fear. False evidence appearing real. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fear shit. I'm not even fearing my mother effing success anymore. Let's go.
Whew. You gotta, like...
What you want me to do?
You gotta... That's what I was about to say. That's the heart chakra opening up right there. That's
I'm
the
not
whole
scared no more.
shit. Like,
David Banner. Am I
your
going
heart
to interview you or what?
chakra, the solar plexus, like that's all of those, like this inner shit right here, opening up,
I'm open.
not being afraid of success, for real.
That's
It's
what?
true.
We
Is
talked
it?
about all
Or
that.
I'm
They
sure.
want Dr. Lovejoy's back on.
Dr. Lovejoy, he had a good show.
Cool.
He had a good show.
I wanted to talk about all the things he's overcame. Yeah, but everybody said they really loved that show with us. Like the chemistry, everything was funny.
It was good.
They said they laughed. One of the girls said, she was like, girl, I was tearing up. It was needed for
Aw.
me. So thank you. That's what we're going to do. We're gonna
People
touch-
laugh, they cry, they,
Get it out. Get it out.
Oh my God, wait. I know. Wait. Have you guys watched Indian Matchmaker
No, what's
on
that?
Netflix?
Indian matchmaker? Okay.
So good.
Really?
And I'm only bringing it up because one of the guys that is like looking for a wife or whatever is he's like does like this real creative director like chef stuff too.
Yes.
And he brought out Moosh Boosh. That's what he was saying. He said it like 3 or 4 times. Like, oh look, yay. Somebody said it. Look. In real life, right? It was cute, but no, you should watch Indian Matchmaker. I think you'll like it. It's basically just, you know how they don't call it arranged marriage. They call it a marriage, which is when they put people together, and then a love marriage where you like actually fall in love with somebody and now you're together. So it's very, they don't say arranged. We say that. They don't. Right. So, I mean, then they have like different couples that are been married 30, 40, 50 years from arranged up there talking, or from marriage, as they say.
But that's so good you're saying that about the
Interesting.
range. Yeah. Rico, how long do we have? Can you do me a beautiful favor?
Okay.
15? Do you think that, but what I want you to do is, can you see how long the wait is from that pretzel place? We never make it, and I'm always...
The pretzel. I'm really thinking she about to go in about like arranged marriage and all of that. Like, oh my God, can you Google? No.
I used to be a part,
But the pretzel, I'm glad.
Yeah, I want to, because we never get it.
It's hilarious.
I love you guys. Okay. So I used to be a part of this company called Cinderella Brides. Hi, Tia. I love you.
Oh, my gosh.
Tia Carter was good, baby. Called Cinderella Brides. And I went, when I created Concrete Glamour, people would always call for styling stuff, but they always wanted a makeup artist. So I always had to hire people. So I went to school called Christine Valmet. That Bobby, anybody ever heard, is into makeup? Bobby Brown, not the singer, but the actual makeup
artist.
Yeah. I was taught by one of her ambassadors how to
wow.
makeup. And I don't do it anymore. Oh,
That's the weight.
Do you think we could? Order,
Yes,
just order it.
order
Just
it.
order it, please. What do you think I should order? I don't want anything with meat in it. We're ghetto, guys. Look at this. I'm ordering a show. So what was I saying, C? Shit.
She was ordering a pretzel. That's what
No, prior to that.
No, I don't know. You were talking about Bobby Brown and...
Yeah, so she taught me. But I want to say that I'm not confident in doing makeup. But I like having the certification, that I went through the whole process, that I met this woman and all that. And I was saying that to say something.
It was about arranged marriages.
There you go. So when I got my certification, what's that, baby? Okay. So when I got my certification,
what happened? The person was in an arranged marriage?
I worked for a company called Cinderella Brides. They were Indian. Yo, guys, don't do drugs. Weed is not drugs. It's medicinal. But if you do smoke marijuana, be responsible. Because you forget shit in mid-sentence. Okay. So, I was a part of a company called Cinderella Brides, where it was owned by an Indian woman, and we went out and did Indian married weddings. And you know that?
Oh, yeah. They're like big, yes.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Indian weddings, they're like, and they're getting, listen, ladies who makeup artists out there, let me tell my sisters something. Let me put you on game. Do everybody makeup, black, white.
Word, you better.
Get into the business of Indian weddings.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me when I talk to you. They don't care about paying. My mic is off.
It is now.
Oh, it's off? My mic was off?
You did something.
What's wrong with me? Please, because you don't have to do a bloopers with my mic. It's fucking ridiculous. So to all my black entrepreneurs out there that does makeup and everything, learn about Indian weddings. You want to know where the money is in Indian weddings. First of all, they last 3 to 5 days, depending on what.
Yeah, all of that different the type of whatever it is.
3 days you're doing not only the bride's makeup, her whole bridal freaking party. Mama, they don't argue about prices. They pay and they tip.
And that's what. And
Get into it.
And from watching Indian matchmaking.
Trip.
And from watching the Indian matchmaking, that's the first thing that the woman that is the matchmaker talks about. Like, this is a big, booming, crazy industry. And she was saying that, these families invest like millions of dollars into these weddings and these, I'm like, wow.
And once they
into like their family and all of that type of stuff.
Let me tell you something about, I'll try that. Yeah, how much? I got to pay for it now? All right. All right. So, guys, I want my black entrepreneurs that's into beauty and love beauty and everything like that to expand. Yes, do your people. When I was doing makeup and I was styling, I love doing people that had a platform, a status, or maybe with celebrities. But I love doing the burn victims. I love doing the person that lost all the weight from their gastro bypass surgery that didn't still feel pretty. I love the woman that was a single mother. That's what I really love. The names and the celebrities is just on your resume.
But what about the arranged marriage?
Okay, so what I was saying about that, when a lot of them get together and they never had sex.
Yeah.
They just talk. It's someone almost like Islamic weddings where they have the imad that goes on the date to make sure that sex isn't involved and you keep so it's really amazing to see these people come together.
That's why you gotta watch the show. They show you you'll really love it, and it's good because they trail like a bunch of different type of people.
Yeah.
A few of them are in Morris Plains.
Yeah.
In New Jersey, or Morristown, New Jersey, something like that. They're going on dates in Montclair and stuff like that.
Stop.
Like, yeah, you should check it out. It's really, really good. It's all different types. You get to see like the different sects in terms of the religions and all of that. So it's good.
What you need? Cash App? Shit. Oh, here. Let me give you my card.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. We get tab.
I feel like it's kind of sad to say. I don't want to say it's sad to say. I mean, I feel like I would try it. Like
Indian?
No. Like an arranged marriage, though.
Why not?
Yeah, at this point in the world.
Why not?
Like, what's the difference?
Arranged marriage, I think that's freaking beautiful.
Like, I mean, go ahead. What the hell? That's how I feel.
Because, sometimes.
You know what I mean? Like,
how many times did your mother give you advice and you're like, damn, my mom was damn near right about everything?
Oh, I've said it to my mom and my stepfather
gosh.
at this point in my life already.
You
I
be
can't
like,
believe
right.
I said it before 40.
Right.
But I did. I was like, you know what? Let me just put this out there. Y'all have been right about everything that you've ever said.
I've said that.
And I should have listened.
And if I would have dated the guy that my mother think I should be with, I would be great.
You already know.
I would be great.
If I would have listened to what my mother was saying, child, bye.
07111. So, with that being said, when you have elders picking out somebody, they're wise.
And that's really what it is.
I would do an
like they show the extremes. You know what I mean? Like where the one mother is like, you 25, you got to be married now. Like, that's it. We done with this. You getting everybody else off the timeline. Your brother and the wife supposed to be having a baby next year, but you got to be married for. Like, she running it down. Like, this has to happen, and it does. But then you have other people that are like, they live here in America, and they're a little like, how do we, like, we want to be helpful, or it's who you love and all that type of stuff. But they're still down for the arranged situation. They're still utilizing like this matchmaker.
But I think the arranged situation, people just look at it as, what if you don't know this person? How many times y'all fuck dudes?
You don't know.
How many times y'all got with dudes that y'all really didn't know like that? Let's just be for real. But the tradition and the bloodline and the heritage and the culture is what they're trying to
hold on to value, show
and
the value
don't do
of.
That.
We don't.
We need to, and not for nothing, with our heritage and who we are and our background, that's where we came from.
And while I'm watching it, all I keep saying to myself is like, yo, this is so interesting to me, because if this was a show about black people and we were just saying like, we only want to be with other African Americans or just only these type of black people or whatever, and this is the way, like, I just wonder, would the world be so understanding? Of this.
Not for black people.
Of course not. No. But yet it's okay for this group of people to still follow Jews, all of this and to continue that, and this is how they do it, and we have to understand and respect it.
It's like, okay,
you know what I mean?
Hasidic Jews don't want to mix with us.
It's very interesting.
We get it, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a Hasidic Jew not wanting to genetically procreate with me because they want to extend their bloodline.
I get it.
And I'm not offended.
Because I feel the same way.
Yes.
I feel the same way when it comes to being black.
No, but we have to water down our race to be accepted. That's what they want.
Yes.
That's what society says. And if that's what you're going to do, fine. But if we want to say, I want my bloodline to continue to be like this, what is wrong? I didn't like you.
Right.
I just need this tribe of people.
Exactly.
Like going back to saying, of course, all of us were robbed of our last names. My last name, when I researched it, Gordon is a Irish slave owner. And Irish people were the bums of the bums to the whites.
Exactly.
They were the niggers. Okay, baby. They were the niggers. Irish people were the niggers. Yeah. Until they said, listen, we don't really want to be like them. We want to be white.
Yeah, we all white. Exactly.
Because they were at the bottom of the barrel being slave owners. Motherfuckers was like, all right, throw them a slave. You ain't even worth shit. But if I could get my original last name, we wouldn't even have to do DNA testing.
Yeah.
My son is Seth. I was allowed to name him his first name. His father was like, listen, you can name him his first name because what's powerful is the middle and the last name. So whatever you want to name him, you got that. And I'm like, okay. But his middle name is Adote and his last name is Nimoy. And when you say that to any African man, they know exactly what region, what part of Africa, and what tribe he belongs to.
Yeah.
Just because his last name.
Absolutely.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm a little envious of that.
Yeah.
Because I want my last name to say, this is where I'm from.
We only know where we from in terms of like, what plantation we was on. That's maybe the plantation. It's just who owned us at that point when the family started keeping the record. When somebody had a record or something.
Baby, if your last name is Jefferson, because when Thomas Jefferson died,
girl,
what he left on that plantation and who he labeled, if your last name Jefferson, 99.99%, that was your slave owner.
We all anything Jefferson, Thompson, Robinson, they're all Jackson. We're all son of these things.
Period.
That's just what it is.
Period.
That's where those come from.
And our what is the word I'm looking for? Our legacy, lineage is attached because of our last name to our slave owner.
Yep.
So when people talk about breaking chains, and guys, we have 3 minutes. When they talk about breaking chains, it's so deep. And when you tell us to get over things and slavery passed, it's so deep that every day we carry around a fucking last name.
We pass on proudly these last names. At that. We pass them on to our children.
They're not even ours.
They're not.
They don't belong to us.
No part of it does.
And
then we'll also, scold or look down upon, black people that, especially black Americans, that name their children, their first name of their children, something that could be considered ethnic or ghetto or whatever. We do that as well. We look at them and say, oh, why would you name your child that? Because I do want people to know what my child is. And that's fine. My child is black and you'll know it from their name. And that's fine. That's fine for me. So
Yes.
fuck the rest of y'all that don't like
That's
that.
it. And
I can't wait to have a daughter because I'm giving her an extra black name.
Oh, if I have
I love it.
If I have another child as a daughter, even though it's Lauryn Hill's daughter's name, this has been a name that I've been wanting for 20 years. And Selah, I love, and then I'm kind of cheesy because it's South Sequoia.
No, I think that's beautiful. I like L's, so I want a Kalila for my daughter.
That's a powerful black name, Kalila. I love that. I can see that.
I have a Malcolm and a Kalila. I like
there
that.
you go.
I got two.
I like
L's
Malcolm.
in there.
That's a strong. That's a strong name.
When Malcolm was only 3 pounds when he was born, and he was premature. Yep, and he was 3 pounds on a
Why do premature babies always be?
That's what the doctor told me when I had him. He was on feeding tube, everything, and a little incubator, all of that. And that's what they used to call him. Oh, it's Malcolm, or the baby with the little baby with the big name. They used to say that.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful.
My boy. The 13th, my mom was the 4th.
The lioness and the lions, the rulers of the jungle, yes.
That's a lot of them motherfuckers, ain't it?
They all out here. I be
There's
want
a
to
lot
fight y'all.
of lions out here. I'm like,
I'll be
damn.
wanting to fight y'all.
There's only like 7 Capricorns in the world, and there's like 1,000. This girl said this to me. She was like, it's only like 2 of y'all. I know, I'm joking, but it's just funny.
I was surrounded all weekend by Caps.
Yeah, I know way more Leos though than I know Capricorn.
Leos try to rule my fucking life
all the time.
But listen, guys, we have about a minute left. We're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us. We want to say shout out to our Spotify family. If you go on my page, on Tamika Gordon's page, if you're part of the Pink Elephant or on Sienna's page, I know more Sienna, please. I posted it everywhere. There is the link, and you got iTunes there, Spotify there, YouTube there, our Facebook Live. You click on any one of those links, support it. I have shout out to Boris Franklin because I got to prove ourselves to Moosh Boosh for this grant so we can take this a step higher.
Let's do it.
So when you go like a status, you don't understand how important that is for us.
When you give us those views, look at it.
It's not for clout for us. We're not like, oh, we're popping. It's not for self-gratification. It really is to push this forward. And you're literally helping us get this grant so we could be on a higher platform.
Yeah.
Okay, we're behind 10,000 hours of network, but it's time for us to go on location and go to other places and get deep.
Do some shit.
Let's do some shit. And with this grant, we're able to do a lot more and give you guys flood my inbox of topics. We'll be able to touch those when you view our shit. So it's a Moosh Boosh situation.
It is, definitely. Make sure you guys follow us at The Real Moosh Boosh on Instagram. You can always just put Moosh Boosh on YouTube or just go to 10,000 Hours the Network and then look for our link there. I'm more Sienna. Please follow that on Instagram.
Yes, and Concrete Glamour, follow that on Instagram. What's good? And we appreciate you, guys. In the words of Russell Simmons, God bless you. Good night.
Oh, good night. Yeah. You see me, right? Like, he don't be saying shit.